Hello everyone, welcome to Salesforce Ladder. Here is the answer of second week question that is day 8 to day 14 of 100-day scenario-based interview questions. 1. A user updates an opportunity stage to closed 1. You want to automatically create a related task for the sales rep to follow up after 7 days. How would you configure this using flow? Answer: flow type, record triggered flow on opportunity, after update, trigger condition, stage equals closed 1. Actions: use create records to create a task. Set subject: follow up with client. Owner id $record. Owner id what ID $record. Id activity date due date today +7. 2. When a new contact is created, the system should check if the account has more than 5 contacts and update a field is _key_account__c to true on the account. How would you build this using flow? Answer: flow type, record triggered flow on contact, after insert, steps, use get records to count contacts where accounted equals $record. Accounted, if count greater than 5, use update records to set account. Is _key_account__c equals true. 3. You need to send a custom email alert to a manager when a case is marked as high priority. What steps would you follow in a record triggered flow to achieve this? Answer: flow type, record triggered flow on case, after update, condition, case, priority equals high. Actions: use send email action. Create a custom email template. Set recipient email from a lookup to case, owner, manager. 4. You are building a leave application process. Users must enter the leave type, start date, end date, and reason. The total days should be auto-calculated and shown before submission. How would you implement this in a screen flow? Answer: elements, screen 1, collect leave type, start date, end date, reason. Assignment element, calculate total days using formula. Days equals end date, start date +1. Screen 2, display summary with total days. Final, use create record to save the leave request. 5. A screen flow is required to create a case record from the homepage, with pick lists dynamically changing based on selected categories. How would you manage dependent fields in a flow? Answer: use dynamic record choice set or pick list choice set. If category is selected, use decision element to route logic. Next screen shows picklist filtered by category. Simulate dependent picklist via multiple screens, choices. 6. In a screen flow, users should only see specific picklist values based on their profile, e.g., HR users see HR cases only. How would you dynamically show options in the picklist? Answer: add a get current user resource to get the user and fetch its profile. Use a decision element according to different profile. Display picklist with choice sets that are customized per profile. Example: if profile equals HR, show HR related picklist. 7. An employee submits a leave _request__c. It should go for approval to their direct manager. Upon approval, the status should change to approved, and an email should be sent. How would you configure this approval process? Answer: create approval process. Entry criteria: status equals submitted. Approver: uses manager, based on manager field or hierarchy. Approval actions: on final approval, field update. Update status __c on leave _request__c to approved. Email alert: send an email to the requester notifying him of the approval. Initial submission actions, optional. You might set the status __c to pending approval when the record enters the approval process. 8. You have a purchase _order__c object. When the amount exceeds 50,000 rupees, it should require approval from a finance manager. How would you define entry criteria and steps? Answer: object, purchase _order__c. Entry criteria: amount __c greater than 50,000 and status __c equals pending. Approval step: assign approver equals finance manager, specific user, public group, or hierarchy. 9. How would you handle a scenario where a rejection in the approval process should update the record status to rejected and notify the requester? Answer: approval process configuration. Within each approval steps, rejection actions, section, field update, set status __c to rejected. Email alert: Send a pre-configured email alert to the submitter, requester. 10. Your sales team wants to track opportunities by stage this quarter. How would you build this report and visualize it in a dashboard? Answer. Report. Opportunity report, grouped by stage. Filter by close date, current, next quarter. Summarize amount. Dashboard, donut, funnel chart, by stage and record count, amount, table component. 11. Management needs a report that shows leads by source grouped by created month. How would you structure the report and filter it appropriately? Answer. Report. Leads report, grouped by lead source, then by created date, grouped by calendar month. Filter create date as needed. Summarize record count. 12. You want to build a dashboard for HR showing the number of employees by department and the average salary per department. How would you design this? Answer. Report 1, count, employee report, grouped by department. Summarize record count. Report 2, salary, employee report, grouped by department. Summarize average of salary _ C. Dashboard, bar, donut chart for employee count, bar, table chart for average salary. 13. Your HR team needs access to a confidential salary _ C field on the employee _ C object. Instead of changing their profile, how would you grant access using permission sets? Answer. Create a permission set, e.g., HR confidential access. Go to Object Settings, Employee _ C greater than field permissions. Give read access to salary _ C. Assign permission set to HR users. 14. You notice that some users can't see the discount _ C field on the opportunity object. How would you troubleshoot this at the field level security level? Answer. Go to discount _ C field right pointing arrow field level security. Check if visibility is enabled for the affected profiles. Also check permission sets. Page layouts field should be added. 15. A user complains they can't edit a custom field, even though they have access to the record. How do you identify whether it's a profile or permission set issue? Answer. Go to user detail page. Check profile right pointing arrow object, field level access. Check permission sets right pointing arrow field permissions. Use setup audit trail or permission set assignment for clarity. Conclusion. If profile doesn't grant edit, it's a profile issue, or missing permission set. If profile grants edit but user can't, look for a permission set explicitly revoking it, rare, or other factors like page layout properties. 16. When an account is created, you want to automatically create a related contact record with a default title, primary contact. How would you implement this using a trigger? Defines an Apex trigger named create primary contact that fires after an account record is inserted. We use after insert because we need the account ID of the newly created account to link the contact. Initialize a list less than contact greater than contacts to insert to store the contacts. This is crucial for bulkification. Iterate through all the account records that were just inserted. Trigger.new contains the new records. Add each new contact to our list. Check for null and insert the record. 17. Whenever a task is marked as completed, update the related opportunities last _activity _date _C field with the task's date. Describe how you'd write this logic in a trigger. Define an Apex trigger named update opportunity last activity that fires after an task record is updated. A map to store opportunity ID and the activity date from the completed task. This helps in efficiently updating unique opportunities. Condition ensures the trigger only fires when the status changes to completed, the task is related to a record, what ID, and if that record is an opportunity. Stores the what ID, opportunity ID, and the activity date in the map. If multiple tasks for the same opportunity are completed in the same transaction, this will ensure the latest activity date, or simply the last one processed, is used. Iterates through the map keys, opportunity IDs, to create new opportunity objects with only the ID and last _activity _date _C field populated, and then performs a single update DML operation. 18. A trigger on the invoice _C object should prevent deletion if the status _C is paid. How would you write this logic in Apex? Create a trigger prevent paid invoice deletion on invoice object that fires before invoice is deleted. Iterate a loop through invoice. In a before delete context, trigger.old contains the records that are about to be deleted. Checks if the status __C field of the invoice being deleted is paid. Add error is a powerful method that prevents the DML operation, in this case, deletion, from completing and displays the specified error message to the user. 19. Write a SOQL query to fetch all contacts where the associated account industry is technology. Answer. Select ID, first name, last name, account, industry from contact where account, industry equals technology. 20. You need to fetch all open opportunities for a specific account using SOQL. What would your query look like? Answer. Select ID, name, stage name, amount, close date from opportunity. Where account ID equals place account ID and is closed equals false. OR. Select name, select ID, name, stage name, amount, close date from opportunities where is closed equals false, from account where ID equals place account ID. 21. How would you write a SOQL query to get all opportunities where the stage is closed one and the amount is greater than 100,000 rupees? Answer. Select ID, name, stage name, amount, close date from opportunity where stage name equals closed one and amount greater than 100,000. If you have any query, drop them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Salesforce Ladder for more Salesforce content, updates and jobs.